so many trios are already surrounding that perma pad, kind of like dinner is being about to be served, and they got their plates out because they want to be fed, and that is going to be the kind of like a serving of a new zone. That's what they want, that new hot zone. They want to be safe.
I was wondering if we get a double check on that zone too, because there's way too many teams on the left side right now. The right is completely empty. Just look at this. Legend, the winners from the reboot round, also doing pretty well on day one. Amplify 80 and Matt, so they're looking for control once again. 22 teams entering a zone that actually favors a majority of them, so the right side will now move all the way over to the left. All of these guys benefit a little bit, but still Amplify is not in yet. They'll have to edge in just slightly. ADN's going to be leading the charge here. It's going to be very...
Here we go. Like I said, a lot of people looking around this perma pad. It's a great place to almost like a very powerful jab with that shotgun blast. Gonna be satisfied with that. Rotary gonna hunker down here, use that chug cannon, replenish his stamina. Let's see if he's gonna be over the threshold for Storm Surge. 13 people have to go down. Nope. Yes, he is. So that just shows you that 13 person, that is the threshold. So there are a lot of people are gonna be teetering back and forth on that Storm Surge line.
Yeah, now if you look at the mini map in these positions with Jaggy, going down, you can see the difference between having a poor position and a rich one. When you're kind of in a poor spot, you don't have any choices. You kind of have to, work with what you're dealt with. And so many people here are just sardines side by side. When you're rich though, on top of this mountain, you have all the options available. You can choose which trio to bully. You can have your hand at so many elims. This is just two very different sides.
Listen to the action that's happening right now. Storm Surge against Brick, and look at this. Stormy Right gets knocked. That is going to be our first place already in a desperate situation. And look at there's so many people on this line, Shayo. Zone 5 has been revealed, the half in and half out, and basically 90% of our lobby has to move out.
The rich still keep eating though. They'll have the first choices to move and be very close to the zone. Meanwhile,
they lost Stormy Right.
Fight the poor. Kiriachi Deuce in the same boxes as others. And yeah, Stormy Right is just completely down. Tucson defense is going to be against a trio right above him. Looks like it's Splash. Both dealt significant damage to each other. This is going to be really tricky. But they've lost a teammate in the process, and they...
It is the game one of day 2. Our top 5 are basically affected. 2, 3, and 4 are out of this match already. So that's going to be a prime opportunity for Kiriachi to put some distance on the people that are nipping at his ankles. Elder here, Rotary, taking some shots on the people gliding over as the movement is happening. On the bottom right of the screen, Teak using the triple spray. Did they get the elimination there? Yes, they do on Carmi. This is some great work for Cami State and T-Core, looking to polish up their performance from day 1 and have a better finish in day 2.
Elder using a gas cannon on the top right. Everyone almost getting in. On the mini-map section of your screen, you can see ZQ gets picked apart. Elder, Rotary, Toasty, they're doing big damage to every trio on their lair. It's so scary trying to survive when you're all the way on the ground. As a result, lots of teams trying to move up. This one at the top right, they don't have the same game plan. They're looking to get down. They're looking to just get gritty with everyone else. 16 seconds though to see who actually has the benefit of this zone. If it pulls left, the majority of this lobby will have a little bit of a taste of how it is to be rich. They'll be able to be right on that zone line and keep moving. If it goes towards the right though, we go up another mountain, even the rich might suffer. And the richest right now, the top 1%, it's Ref's Guard, it's Savage. They're moving already to where the zone pulls. It's right and towards the south. Worst case scenario for the whole server. They're there first. And now Teak, they'll have to get really creative with this next rotation. Their builds are on fire, and they'll have to pace this launch pad very, very meticulously to make sure it does not get blocked.
Yeah, you talked about that Impreza rotation. When you're up that high, you have the ability to glide over all the chaos that's happening down below. Literally, T, Cammy, and Seti, they had fire at their feet now. Wings is getting elimination on Patrick there, but he gets traded out by Zestin here. Let me take a look. Who has the advantage? We're Seti and Dread. We're able to get there. Seti's going to fly over. Savage and Tayson. Looks like Tayson's on the ability underneath all that. Orion's there as two. Seti and Cammy and Teak are going to stick down to the ground, and hey, this trio has been in game a lot in day one on the low ground.
Yeah, and this entire zone's going to be a roller coaster. We're going up, down on the side of the mountain.
That's what I wanted to see.
Low ground's going to be changing, and yeah, Savage, Dressguard, and Dreda, they still hold on. Elocrat's going up with a launch pad. Everyone's forced up. The big ride. Hen's trying, but he gets blocked from one side. Now the entire trio's kind of split apart. Is this a teammate or enemy? Not even Hen knows. He's going all the way up. He has to leave him behind. Still moving. The zone's too fast to keep up with. He's taking 50 damage, and not even a player. Hen's still going. Those aren't your teammates. Bills, you got to go to the left. Keep going left. He still finds Chapix, barely holding on to this very fast race, and there's people all around in every single build above them. Usually Hen's shooting him, but he can't actually find the space or the time. They finally get a little bit of a breather. Vito pops off with Tayson in the feed. They're going completely ham.
And this is a nightmare escalator right now. Everyone trying to get up on the mountain as fast as possible, and you have to. Janus gets a knock, Balcony gets a knock here, but we're watching Hen right now, who is one of the best box fighters. He gets in the back. It's the Asian champion, gets clapped hard. Hen with the quick flick gets out the Asian FNCS champion with a brutal force. Hen, Chapix here operating together as a duo, and this is going to be a scary rotation. They got to move around this mountain here as Kezix gets taken out by the storm.
Two men just making an impossible puzzle possible. This is crazy. Still not affected, still in builds. Hen's run out on the side of the mountain, so high in the sky. The thing in Fortnite that helps you win every scenario. He has to do something here. Sure, right below 175 by Hen. No! Moves are not enough. Hottie blocks him off, and Dreda, though, he's still on height, surviving, thriving with his entire trio still alive. Teak is right below them. There's a big fight, 1v or 3v3 up there. Rotary's still popping inside the feed. Chapix did survive, but he's by himself now.
I like what Chapix has in inventory as the Chuck Cannon. He could give him a little bit of breathing room as he's navigating these enemy builds, as he's water falling down, as Haijo's on the low ground picking up some eliminations. Kirashi and Toos may have been eliminated from this match here, but Savage, Resguard, and Dreda in 5th place have the ability to move up. As also Clement, Floki, and Stiftos there, a full trio. Cammy, Seti, Teak have been pushed from second from height and now going down to low ground, but it's this elevation that Savage and Resguard and Dreda that did really well and got a victory out in game 3.
Yeah, now you see them just squeeze the entire lobby, not only with their bullets from up top, but down low to the zone. It's bouncing back up the mountain. Chapix finally taken out, and now more will go down. They're all still in the zone, and we're gone. Teak deleted. Kylie's the last one left alive with any, just, you know, impressionable HP. Going to be against 3 different players of high calibers. Refgar's already blocked them off all the way in the front. Where has just gone down to the storm as well. No one is surviving, and the people who had height the whole time get your first victory royale of the day. It's Refgar and Dreda and Mr. Savage.
And they do that with 7 eliminations as well. We saw them kind of just really do a textbook hold on height. We saw this in game 3 at Stealthy Stronghold, but that's the way you want to start day 2, considering last season, like I mentioned, they kind of took the foot off the gas. We talked about having enough gas to get it to the end. So far, a great hot start for those boys.
Yeah, and for everyone else on the server, just heat at their feet. What a zone to play. That was tough. I want to know exactly who's second, who came 5th, because everyone went down at the same time. Zeke, Levin, Reese, what do you guys have for us?
The first game of day number 2 of the finals, and it goes over to Mr. Savage. Levin, never thought I would see this, but here we are.
You can never count them out. You can, which as a height team, as much as they won, they'll be a bit frustrated, right? In the sense of when you get height and it's going across such crazy terrain, you know, it's so difficult for you to get as many eliminations as you'd want, right? You know, typically if you told me like a team stayed on height for that long as they did, you'd think, oh, they must have gone maybe 12 plus eliminations. It pushes them up. They were already in 5th or something, right, Reese? Like, they are going to be chilling now, and that confidence boost. Oh, it's a good start.
5 games, they've won 2 of them. So they have absolutely been able to, you know, just perform in the games that they do manage to win off spawn and really apply that to them. So huge congrats to them, and I'm sure for the next 7 games, they're also going to continue to absolutely wow us as the games go on.
And speaking of wow, Reese wanted to point out some things that happened in this last game and how the bus pass can affect Storm Surge in the game itself.
Yes, sir. So we can see this bus path is kind of going from the northwest diagonally down. You can see the way it follows down here. So this creates a lot of difficulty for some of the teams who are in Steamy Stacks, alongside Dirty Dogs, and also at the same time as Retail Row and Catty. And what I mean by difficulty is that a lot of the times they're going to be gliding for a lot longer. Now, what that basically means is that there are going to be some teams and some